forget. These are the men who made the Bahamas what it is today, both politically. Everyone who's in politics today, you are here today because of these men. And not one street is named after any of them. And so this is something that you must pause and think. How can you go to your future if you forget your past?
Who would leave in the law firm making so much money to come and take over this? Right. Ain't nobody else will do that.
That's part of your blessing.
Yes. Yeah. The person will leave the law firm making thousands of dollars to come here and get about 3 or 4 and nothing.
Guaranteed nothing.
Guaranteed nothing.
Yeah.
She have to be officially.
She have to be divine call from God.
Yes.
And she obey the call.
And she obey the call.
That's what you say, Comrade Fritz, and get in touch with your Creator.
Thank you.
And pay attention.
You can't go wrong.
Yes.
By no means.
Yeah. Well, listen, thank you, comrades, again.
Yes.
First, for your service to the country, and for sitting down and talking to us about it and reminding all of us.
And thank you
on behalf of the country.
Yes.
We appreciate your service.
Your patience and thank you.
Thank you.
Tolerance with us. Yes.
And gain from your experience. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And thank you for watching Legends, The Untold Story. I'm Anthony Newberry, and I've been speaking with members of the British Legion, Bahamas branch, veterans of World War II, comrades Ferguson, Pinder, and Hamilton. Thank you again for watching. Good night.
Strong family bonds provide a crucial support system, often filling the gaps that might otherwise lead to reliance on social assistance.
If we get the family structure support system right, you won't see adult children willingly putting their parents in senior citizens' homes. You won't see anyone putting children up for adoption. We should be the safety net for when the family begins to have some challenges.
Addressing the root causes of dependency is essential, as our goal is to shift the focus from merely providing aid to fostering self-reliance.
We must be prepared to move persons from dependency to self-sufficiency to economic empowerment. And I'm asking the public to join us on this journey.
This has been the Heartbeat Brief, an inside look at the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting.
At Fort Montague, I'm Opal Roach. This is ZNS.
Welcome to What's Trending, the show keeping you in the know with all that's happening in lifestyle and entertainment. I'm your host, Stacey Campbell Marshall. Donald Trump will become the 47th president of the United States of America after mounting the most monumentous comeback in political history. 4 years after leaving Washington as a pariah, following his attempt to overturn the 2020 election to stay in office, Trump's victory defied 2 assassination attempts, 2 presidential impeachments, his criminal conviction, and many more other criminal charges. Now Trump has vowed to heal the nation, to fix its borders, and deliver a strong and prosperous economy. He thanked the American people for their extraordinary honor of being elected, noting that this will truly be the golden age of America. And get this. Equatorial Guinea has ordered a crackdown on sexual acts in government offices after private videos leaked on social media appeared to show a senior finance ministry official engaging in sexual acts with several women in various places, including his office. The government said it was taking action because the videos had denigrated the tiny Central African country's image. The new actions include installing security cameras in all offices, as well as stepped up security. The women featured in these videos appear to be wives of other powerful government figures. And the Canadian Food Inspection Agency has issued a recall for several brands of bread and buns due to pieces of metal in the products. The affected goods were sold in Ontario, Quebec, Newfoundland, and Labrador. A total of 37 products were recalled, including Country Harvest, Great Value, and Wonder. Those with affected products are being advised not to eat or sell the bread. On today's show, hear how you can attend the Anchor Awards. Let's toast to the holiday season with some trending champagnes. And we are taking you to Cat Island for an old remedy. That and more after the break. You are watching What's Trending.
At the Tourism Development Corporation's latest think tank, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable I. Chester Cooper, spoke to the growing need for Bahamian entrepreneurship in the tourism sector.
And this is why we've asked you to participate in a think tank. Because people tell me that the tourists are coming and they're not feeling it. We can bring them, we can take them to the straw market, we can lead a horse to water. We cannot make them drink. But you have that power in the palm of your hands. And you are young, you're smart, you're bold, you're innovative, and you're creative. All of those things make a great entrepreneur. And therefore, you must now create opportunities to ensure that you are making tourism your business. Today, we're going to get some lessons and some thoughts as to how to go about achieving this and how to scale and grow our business and how to benefit from the cruise industries and how to create new opportunities. Let us commit that from this think tank, there will be action. And in a year's time, you would demonstrate to new entrepreneurs or the growing entrepreneurs as the result of this event will be on that panel, and you will demonstrate to the TDC that the work they are putting into entrepreneurship development for tourism-related entities is paying dividends.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I am Michael Miller, and this is Tourism Today.
The fishing industry in the Bahamas is vital to the nation's economy, and ensuring sustainable practices is key to protecting marine resources and supporting the livelihoods of those who depend on the sea. Well, the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources is spearheading the Anchor Awards on November 16th to recognize and celebrate the contributions of Bahamian fishermen and the fishing community. In studio to discuss the upcoming event is Leah Cooper. Welcome to the show, Leah.
Thanks for having me.
having me.
So tell me more about the Anchor Awards and how the idea even originated.
All right, so the Anchor Awards is an award show aimed at honoring our legends of the seas. That's the theme we have for this year. And this stemmed from the Agrarian Awards that the ministry held last year, where we honored farmers.
Not only the local fishermen, but also the organizations within the sector.
All right, it's very important to recognize these people. These people go on very dangerous voyages day after day, year after year. Me personally, I have been on a fishing trip and I haven't lasted at least an hour on the seas. So I can only imagine how these fishermen cope with inclement weather and risking their lives underwater and whatnot. So what better way than to honor them in at this magnitude?
And what kind of impact do you think that this inaugural event will have, you know, on the industry?
Well, I think the aim here is to just show our appreciation for these men and women. Like I say, they risk their lives every single day going out to sea and bringing home a catch that puts food on our tables. They sustain our country by feeding our country. So we need to honor them. And the aim of that night is to honor them. Most of the awards are going to be $10,000 prizes. Who doesn't want $10,000? You know? And the Lifetime Achievement Award winner will receive not only $10,000, but also a free cruise for 2. So this is a huge thing, and we just want to let our fishermen know that we appreciate them and the work that they do.
So what about the momentum leading up to the event? Because how did they even nominate people? How did you all figure all of that out?
All right, so the process started on September 1st when we launched the whole thing. And from then, the public had an opportunity to go onto our Facebook page, nominate who they feel should be recognized for each award category. And we had a total of 179 nominations.
Wow.
Yes. From then, that was September 30th when voting closed. From then, the Department of Marine Resources went through those nominations with a fine-tooth comb. They weeded out, you know, anyone that probably wasn't licensed or had some violation in some way, and we narrowed it down to 26.
Wow.
That's not to say that all of those people were in violation of anything, but the most votes gets a finalist position.
Yes.
And we narrowed it down to 26.
Oh my goodness, that is fantastic. So, you know, everybody has an uncle, a brother, a cousin, somebody who's involved in the industry. How can the public participate in the Anchor Awards?
All right, so the public is encouraged to come and celebrate with us at Bahamar on November 16th. You can purchase your tickets at www.ticketflare.com/Anchor Awards, and they're $60 a person. You get free food, you get free drinks, and you get to party with our legends of the sea.
Yeah, and what kind of dress? What is the dress for the occasion?
It's a strict dress code. You have to come in your Sunday's best. It's a black tie event.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I know fishermen, they're not used to the black tie. Well, let me not say not used, but every day, from day to day, they're in their t-shirt and their jeans. So this is a night, this is your night. You celebrate and you put on your Sunday's best.
Yes, dress up.
Yes.
Okay, and as we celebrate, you know, how would you describe the future of fishing, of the fishing industry in the Bahamas?
Well, that's such a heavy question, but I think the future of fishing in the Bahamas depends heavily on sustainability, and the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources is in the process of, you know, looking through the policies that are on the table and adjusting them in ways that are more suitable for our fishing community. So I can't go into much detail about those particular policies, but in short order, you will be hearing about them.
Good, and we want to make sure that we are, you know, protecting them. I mean, this is something that we love as Bahamians. We love to eat from the sea. We love those fishermen, and it's going to be an amazing night to celebrate them. Let's remind our audience once again where they can buy tickets when the event is.
All right, they can buy tickets at www.ticketflare.com/Anchor Awards, and tickets are $60.
All right, that sounds like a fantastic evening. Thank you so much, Leah, for coming here on What's Trending to tell us about the Anchor Awards, and we will be right back after the break.
The Anchor Awards is quickly approaching. Come and celebrate our amazing fishers who keep us stocked with the best from the sea. Get your tickets at ticketflare.com/Anchor Awards. Click Buy Tickets. The tickets are only $60. Click the amount and boom, a QR code will be emailed directly to you.
See you there at Bahama, November 16th at the Convention Center. Come on out, let's support our Legends of the Sea.
Just what is it that you want to do? And we want to have a good time. We want to be free to do what we want to do.
Choosing a good champagne can be very important, especially if you're seeking to enhance the celebration. Provide a gift or a meal with a champagne that truly stands out. Well, the holidays are right upon us, and selecting the best champagne is key to a good party. In studio with us today is Parise Johnson, Portfolio Manager for Moet Chandon and Hennessy at Commonwealth Brewery Company. Welcome, Parise.
Thank you for having me.
So glad you're here. So, honey, tell me about champagne, because I really don't know much about it. And how do we select the best champagne for whatever the occasion is?
So we are headed into the festive season, and it's very important to choose the correct champagne for your occasion, but it does not need to be a daunting task. It can be very fun. You can explore the different varieties that we do have when you consider Moet and Chandon, as 700 Wines and Spirits carries 6 of those profiles. So here we have the Brut Imperial, which is the iconic profile for that brand, and its counterpart, the Imperial Rosé.
Okay, so tell me the difference between them, because to me, you know, it's like it's pink and it's the, you know, so what's the difference with them?
So the common idea between the Brut and the Rosé is definitely the taste profile. So when we consider the Rosé, it's definitely sweeter than the Brut, and that's because it has a bit more contact with the skins of the grape during its process, and the process is also a bit shorter than it is of the Brut. So that lends to a sweeter taste versus the citrus that you would get with the Brut profile. And then you would also consider the balance of the 3 varietals of grapes that we would use to create the champagne.
Okay, all right. So you've told us about some of the variety that the company offers. You know, when I'm heading to some friends and I'm like, you know, I'm trying to take a nice bottle of something, how do I determine what is the best thing to take?
Well, you can never go wrong with a bottle of Imperial, Brut, or Rosé. But if this is something that is a bit more casual, we do have the Ice Imperial and the Imperial Rosé, the Ice Imperial Rosé. And the perfect served for that is over ice in a goblet, and you could also add fruits. So that elevates the taste. And then we also have the Nectar Brut and the Nectar Rosé, and they are a bit more sweet as well. So it really all depends on what it is that you're going to do and the vibe of the party. And so we think that we carry something for every occasion.
Okay, great. So let's talk about a big one here, the temperature, and how important temperature is, because I think a lot of people really don't understand that.
So it's very important to serve champagne at the correct temperature, which is between 8 to 10 degrees Celsius.
For those of us who don't have the
yes,
in our pockets or at home to be able to test.
Either way, if it's too cold or if it's too hot, you will not be able to enjoy the full experience of the taste profile of the champagne. So if you know that you have an event coming up, if you're hosting, we would definitely recommend that you have your bottles in the refrigerator chilling, not in the freezer, because again, if it's too cold, you will not be able to taste all of the layers and the flavors. So at the very least, if you're picking up a bottle on the way to an event, you can submerge your bottles like an hour or 2 in an ice bath. We would recommend 1 part water to 2 parts ice.
Okay.
And in that time frame, it should come to the perfect temperature, and then everyone will be able to enjoy.
Okay, so let's talk about tasting.
Sure.
Yes, because that's very important to me.
My favorite
what
part.
should I look for when it comes to tasting? And even how do we open up a bottle? Because I know, you know, some people think you should shake it and pop it. You take the knife and you knock the top off. I mean, which is a little dangerous. What is the best way to open it up?
So we do recommend that you first enjoy responsibly and that you also open responsibly. So whenever you are doing, opening a bottle of champagne, of course you want to be very cognizant of the cork.
Okay.
To ensure that everyone around you is safe.
Okay.
So you're going to hold the bottom of the bottle.
Okay.
You would loosen the cage.
Okay.
And you would turn the bottle versus turning the cork.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. And I don't know why that always startles me each and every time. So let's also talk about glasses, because I know typically we can drink out of a flute, but you were also saying that you recommend what?
So yes, you are able to drink out of a flute, but we are recommending that you now use a white wine glass that offers a wider bowl.
Okay.
And allows you to explore a bit more of the senses of the aromas of the champagne.
Okay. Well, I'm having fun, you know, with these goblets here today. Let's see.
And while you do that, I will go ahead and open a bottle of the rosé.
So what should I be looking for in taste? I mean, this is nice. It's a classic.
It is. So when you're considering taste, once again, temperature is very important so that you can experience it in the correct way. And then you will also consider the amount of bubbles as well that will be present in the glass.
Okay, good. Yes, this one tastes really nice.
Doing my very best.
Ooh, okay. All right. So this was the Brut that I had first.
Correct.
And this one is the Rosé.
And this is the Imperial Rosé.
Okay. Oh, yes, this one is definitely sweeter.
It is.
This is nice. They're both very, very nice. Always love to enjoy. All right, so let's, these were some really good tips. I mean, you know, when it comes to the holiday season, making sure that we are going into the holidays, you know, we always want to be appropriate when we're taking a gift into the parties. And even for those of us who like to host parties, we also want to make sure that, so this, we've got the rosé, we've got the Brut.
Yes.
And we want to make sure that we have our flutes or the white wine.
White wine glasses.
Correct. All right, good. So thank you so much for these tips here.
My pleasure.
And we appreciate you coming on, and we're looking forward as we lead into the holiday season with more from you. We'll be right back with our deals and steals just for you.
Legacy of Leadership. Join the International Third World Leadership Association for Legacy Weekend, November 8th to the 9th. November 8th, Legacy Leadership Lecture, honoring global leader. November 9th, Legacy Walk to Remember. Join us for the Legacy Reunion Concert.
Hey guys, it's Yolanda Adams. It's about to be a celebration, November 8th through the 10th at the Miles E. Monroe Diplomat Center. I can't wait to see you. Come on.
Visit itwla.com for details. Don't miss Legacy Weekend.
It's time to save big with our Deals and Steals segment, sponsored by Ace Hardware. We'll bring you the hottest products at unbelievable prices. Whether you're looking to upgrade your home, treat yourself, or find the perfect gift, we've got you covered. Only at Ace Hardware, you'll find the Bahama Beauty scouting out the best deals in lawn and gardening.
Someone call the police, because these deals at Ace Hardware are absolutely criminal. They have everything you need for every project in every season. And of course, we are here to tell you about the best prices and the best deals that they have available. Now, in true Bahamian fashion, you all know we have to get those lawns and gardens ready to entertain our guests for the Christmas season. Thankfully, Ace Hardware has everything you need to work smart and not hard. Here we have a lawnmower that's definitely going to get your grass as green as a Christmas tree. Ace Hardware has all your essential gardening equipment, including wheelbarrows and buckets, to make sure that those green grasses stay lush. You can also use this equipment as well as other gardening tools like shovels and hoses to finally plant your dream garden. It's a fantastic project to do with your kids or loved ones, and it will definitely save you some money on vegetables. And if you have an apartment, we didn't forget about you. We know how hard it is to find a space that can accommodate all your large plant babies. So Ace Hardware definitely has smaller planters that don't take up a whole lot of space, but still look modern and beautiful. And while you're getting down and dirty, they definitely offer an array of sizes and gardening gloves that you can use. Very thick, they have great material, and it's not gonna poke a hole in it. Very important. And if you're like me, I don't want to mess up my nails, so having gloves are absolutely important. And for those of you who love roses and don't like to wait until Valentine's Day, they also have clippers where you can create your own beautiful bouquet. So guys, there's no excuse for why your lady can't receive flowers, or ladies, giving flowers to yourself as a gift. And now that our yard is finished and ready to welcome our guests, we have to make sure it stays that way. Of course, Ace Hardware has a metal turbo oscillating sprinkler to keep your garden nice and lush and your grasses green. And of course, we don't want to be getting out of our beds all hours of the night to turn the sprinkler on and off. So they also have this programmable water timer to make sure that it's easy as possible to upkeep your garden. Also, they have various colors of sprinklers, even pink. Hey, somebody get me a trolley. Of course, we know no family gathering is complete without putting something on the grill. And of course, Ace Hardware has everything you need to make some finger-licking ribs. They have an assortment of international seasonings as well as barbecue sauces. Here we have our wood chips, and down here, our charcoal to ensure that our grill is fire. They also have an assortment of high-quality tools that you can use to make sure that your barbecue is done perfect. Ace Hardware seems to have everything you need for the barbecue, except the meat.
So holistic medicinal remedies is certainly a topic that's been trending for quite a while, and Bahamian bush tea and herbal remedies are not new. Today we go to Cat Island to meet one Bahamian small business owner who's looking to introduce Bahamian bush tea to fellow Bahamians and the world at large with the help of the Ministry of Tourism.
My name is Peggy Johnson. My company is called Sweet Peas 242, and we are in Smiths Bay, Cat Island. When I was in the city full-time working, I sort of longed for the fever grass tea, the sour leaf tea, the pear leaf tea. Those are the things I wanted, but I couldn't get readily available in Nassau. So when I moved to the island, I thought, hey, why not market this? Why not package it in the way that I wanted? Because if I wanted, I'm sure a lot of other people have that same nostalgia and would want to experience that in the city, in the urban areas.
She's done a wonderful job on her own, but also with the help of tourism, she's able now to be broadcasted throughout the world. You know, our Bahamas.com tourism today is worldwide. So that gives her that international platform now to advertise and market her stuff throughout the world. So that's where we give a little boost. But it's her personality and her hard work and everything that she puts into it that makes it authentic, makes it that Bahamian.
Now, people who like loose leaf tea, this would be the consistency of what we would have for loose leaf. I want people to experience Bahamian. And when I say experience Bahamian, I want them to have that nostalgia and that warmth, that I don't know, that experience, I can't even explain it, but I just wanted people to feel what I feel when I smell that aroma, that fever grass in the morning, that cup, that sour sop leaf tea. I want everybody, and to me, that's experiencing what it is to be a Bahamian. That's experiencing my childhood over and over again. These herbs and these bush actually do have medicinal properties. You know, there's a lot of studies and peer reviews that have been published on the values of these things that we have locally a lot. You see when we was doing the demonstration, everyone's like, that's a weed. Like, no, that's not a weed, that's a medicine. You know, so it's just, so the whole process of educating people too on what we actually have here at home and what it's good for, that part of it for me is like a whole next level to it.
And for every time we have return guests that come and they go to Miss Peggy by themselves. They no longer need us because they now directly connect with her and they go ahead and get that experience on their own.
It's fun. I love it. I love it. It's unique, especially when I have guests that come and they say, they come looking for me. Miss Johnson, we come looking for you. We saw the commercial with you while we were in Italy, while we were in New York. We came to Cat Island because, and we wanted to make sure, see you and experience what you're doing before we go back. I can't explain it. It's just out of this world feeling. And then they get to take that knowledge and take part of Cat Island back to their home city with them, and that experience will last them forever, because we have people who actually come back every year.
These plants that we chop down and throw away is a lot of peer-reviewed studies on these same plants and their medicinal properties and values and the compounds found, the active compounds found in them.
Okay, show you something new every time. So this,
Yeah, that was the last time.
no, y'all ain't had this one the last time.
Old woman broom?
Old woman broom.
What does it do? Good for the even if you don't put it in the cooking.
It's good for tea.
Just tea.
And if you beat it again, it tastes like the love wine. You know, everybody wants to partake in something that's uniquely Bahamian. This is a Bahamian tradition.
You can find out more about Sweet Peas Bush Tea by searching Sweet Peas Bush Tea on Facebook.com. What's Trending? We'll be back after this break.
Losing your furniture to costly termite damage? You need Rentokil's Initials Drop and Go Furniture Fumigation, the only service like it in the Bahamas. Simply drop your furniture at a fumigation container located at 5th Terrace, Centerville, and collect your termite-free piece within days. Sealed with our termite-free guarantee. Fast, convenient, affordable. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rentokil Initial.
Our company offers a simple philosophy, open hands. What do open hands mean? If you keep your hands